We find it most intolerable that we who sit on oil should be one of the poorest, if not the poorest people in the country. Ken Saro-Wiwa. The Ogonis are a prominent ethnic group in the Niger Delta region of Nigeria, and in the 1950s, the oil wealth found in this region promised a future of wealth and prosperity. The coastal and fishery community was promised to be potentially transformed into an industrial hub, but this fast became a nightmare. For decades, oil companies polluted the Niger Delta, destroying rivers, farmlands, and lives. Fishermen lost their boats. Children drank poisoned water. And the government turned a blind eye. The Ogonis never saw the promised prosperity. One man stood up to fight back. Let's talk about Ken Saro-Wiwa, the activist who challenged an entire oil empire. Ken Saro-Wiwa was a Nigerian writer and a fierce environmental activist from Ogoniland, one of the most oil-rich but devastated regions in Nigeria. For generations, the Ogoni people endured toxic spills, poisoned water, and vanishing livelihoods while companies like Shell made billions. Their protests were ignored. Their suffering, invisible. But Ken wanted change. He founded the Movement for the Survival of the Ogoni People, MOSOP, and led massive, peaceful protests demanding environmental justice, fair compensation, and political autonomy. His words echoed not just across Nigeria, but on the global stage, from the UN to major news networks, putting Shell and the Nigerian government under international scrutiny. But the Nigerian military government, backed by powerful oil interests, saw him as a threat to their profits. In 1995, after a rigged trial condemned worldwide, Ken Saro-Wiwa and 8 other Ogoni activists were executed by hanging. They would be remembered in history as the Ogoni 9. The world was outraged. Nigeria was suspended from the Commonwealth. Shell faced global backlash that haunts its reputation to this day. Ken's fight cost him his life, but it lit a fire that continues to burn in every community fighting environmental injustice. I hope you learned something new today. See you in the next video.